Here's why Notre Dame can win a national title this year. The Fighting Irish are a team that you do not want to face in the college football playoff because they have a awesome run game, a fantastic defensive line and offensive line, one of the best coaches in Marcus Freeman, and they're red hot. They started off 0-2, but are now 10-0. And preseason, I thought this team would maybe miss the playoffs, and looks like I may have been right, but then they beat USC, they beat Pittsburgh, they won out, and look, I was wrong. They could get snubbed from the playoffs, but that would have more so to do with the committee and the bracket being 12 teams and some head-to-head stuff. That wouldn't be because they had too many losses to definitely be left out, which is what I thought. It's been impressive watching them rebound and the defense getting better as the season goes on. CJ Carr finding his footing. And look, Miami is 10-2 and they're 7th in FPI. A&M, I think, is 9th in FPI and 11-1. And they lost to those two teams by an average of 2 points. USC's top 15, Pittsburgh's in power ratings, I think top 35, top 30. They beat USC by 10. They dominated Pitt. It's been an impressive run. And Notre Dame, I don't think they totally control their own destiny. But if they do get in the playoffs, if they do, they can win it all. And they are a team that I would not want to face if I were a player or a coach. And again, as we talked about, the run game, which is elite. They are 9th in yards per carry, and at least when healthy, because I don't know the status of Jeremiyah Love. I know Jadarian Price is healthy, but it looks like Love had an injury sustained to his ribs, went into the locker room. I don't know what that's going to result in. If he's, healthy like he was in the postseason last year, then Notre Dame cannot win it all. Like if he's a non-factor in that offense, then yeah, Notre Dame can't win it all. But I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. If a player isn't ruled out, I assume they're mostly healthy or they're completely healthy. And if that's the case, then Notre Dame can win it all. The elite run game, if it's hitting, is their non-negotiable. It's their biggest one. And unlike last year, where if you took care of that, you really took care of the offense, there's some more dynamic factors with CJ Carr in the passing game that help play into this offense being one of the nation's best. This channel will make you a college football expert and help you enjoy watching games and make more accurate predictions. So what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment your thoughts, and watch the video all the way through so that you can get the full package. And check the description and pinned comment for more ways to help yourself and this channel. But their strong lines of scrimmage is another reason why they can win a title. The offensive line, with Joe Rudolph coaching that unit and Al Washington's coaching the defensive line. I may have been wrong on Al Washington too. Ohio State fired him for, I think, very good reasons. Thought that him at Notre Dame may have been kind of a joke. And it's never been a strong suit in the way that corner has been for them, or even linebacker, for example. But my goodness, it's performed well this year, especially as the season's gone on. And that's a testament to him and Rudolph on the other side, to the defensive coordinator, Chris Ash, to Marcus Freeman, and then offensive coordinator Mike Denbrock. Their lines of scrimmage are some of the best in college football, and that's important in the playoffs, where you're going to be facing tough, physical, big athletic teams, and you'll need guys who like the pain and who will push through it and be able to affect the quarterback or protect the quarterback. The defense has improved. Part of this might be a strength of schedule thing, in the fact that we've seen USC go on the road and really struggle regardless of who the defense they're playing is made up of. But I also think that when looking at the efficiency metrics, which they try to adjust for strength of schedule, there at least have been some improvements. I don't know if it's a top 10 defense like some of the metrics say it is. I'd like to see them play a offense that scales better than USC's on the road, but I do buy that it has made improvements as the season has gone on, and that is helpful Because let's say the defense is a little bit overvalued in analytics. Well, overvalued if you're top 10 means you're probably top 15, top 20. And with that run game and that offense, and with the physicality they have up front, if they can, say, be in a bracket where they don't have to play Ohio State, and Ohio State gets taken out, well, now your window is way bigger, and your margin of error is wider. Marcus Freeman is also a reason why they can win a title. He's 3-1 in playoff games. He's won close games. He's improved as a game manager. He gets better every year as a head coach. This year was a unique test for him because the schedule was a little bit tougher with the amount of big games they played where they did not have a distinct edge. He's went 1-2 in those games. Lost to Miami, lost to A&M. But he had moments where he could have won those games, and he beat USC. So with the 3-1 playoff record and the fact that he is one of the coaches most well known for covering the spread, I think that he by himself is a factor. And last but not least, Notre Dame's talented. They have a top 10 talent roster, and we all know that blue chip ratio is basically a prerequisite for winning the national title, with maybe a rare exception here or there. They check that box, and they're not just a blue chip ratio roster, which usually means you're top 15. They're in another tier where they're top 10, and their blue chip ratio is in the 60s or 70s, I believe. And they have their best recruiting class under Marcus Freeman coming in for next year. So big things ahead for Notre Dame. They might be able to achieve those big things and win at a high level this year, though, in the playoffs. With that run game, the improvements on defense, and most importantly, the lines of scrimmage, Notre Dame can get it done this year in the postseason. Thank you for watching. It's my mission on College Football with Sam to make you the most informed, knowledgeable, and entertained fan as possible. We aren't perfect, but we hit the nail on the head more often than we hit our thumb with the hammer. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment, and if you're here, you've probably already watched the whole video. So thank you for doing those things.